Hello and welcome back. So it's a streaming day today, so you get to see, well, you don't get to see me, but you get to hear my voice for a little bit. So I'm playing Pet Stories today. We're gonna, I haven't played it before, so we're gonna give it a go. As you'll notice, there's a little cat picture up in the corner. That is my little baby. So I thought, because we're playing something to do with pets, I'd put mine up on screen. So she'll be joining us for the whole stream. So if you do hear her, she's chilling out somewhere. Anyways, yeah, so Sims Pet Stories we're going to play today. So I'm just going to get it up and yeah, fun times. And there she is again. I just made her a bit smaller. So, yeah. Hopefully that'll show up on the screen soon. I wanted to show the intro. Hang on. I'm doing that again. I love the little video. You gotta watch it. It's adorable. Hang on. We'll do that again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's try this again. There we go. Like, look at them. They're so cute. Who thought pixels could be so adorable? Look at them. I love animals. I absolutely love them. They're so cute. Look at them. So it's just the picture. Eventually I'm going to get a pet cam, so she'll probably be hanging up there a fair amount. She likes a little cat tree, so yeah. And that's the intro. I miss that. Sims 4 doesn't have anything like that. Like, that sort of stuff is what made the games enjoyable. So I'm playing Midnight Masquerade. I haven't played this one. I started playing Best in Show last night, so I could get used to the controls. But I don't know how to delete the save, so I'm going with Midnight Masquerade. So Stephen Loyal is an accomplished SimCity chef who leads a quiet and ordered life in the desert suburb of Mesa Flats. Lately he's been usually busy getting ready for his cousin's wedding and helping his employer Julianne cater the annual Mesa Flats Midnight Masquerade Ball. Little does Stephen know that his life is about to get turned upside down. Oh, I can't. Hang on. Let me unlock it. I'll finish playing what I was up to with this one. Although I might finish it and then go to Midnight Masquerade. We'll see. I can kind of tell you what I've done so far. So she's had a makeover. The evil lady has come and said she's got the deed to her house and she's going to sell it on us. And yeah. I kind of can't remember what else happened. But I'll do all the recaps and everything when they pop up. So this is Alice Whitt, and her fluffy companion Sam, who's having a good old sleep. Bless his little cotton socks. So I think it's a feature of the game too, because I've kind of trained out his destroy furniture, but he still destroys furniture. So if you see any furniture being destroyed, I tried, did nothing. He still does it. But yeah. We're kind of making breakfast at the moment. It's a bit glitchy, I do apologise. Hang on. I might be able to fix that. Let me see if I can turn some graphics down. Display. I'll try everything on low and see if that'll get rid of that flashing. But I can't remember what she's cooking. This is kind of where I stopped last night, so we will see. I like the pigtails. If my hair was longer, I'd wear pigtails. Just saying. Okay, that didn't fix the glitchiness. That's alright. Oh, pancakes. They're having pancakes. I love a good pancake. You know what's really good on pancakes? Bacon and maple syrup with a bit of banana. Delicious. Did she burn it? Oh, she didn't. She's a winner. Do I have any rewards? No. So I'm just getting her needs up because she doesn't have anything to do yet. We're just waiting. It's kind of boring when there's nothing. But there's a lot more, I'll say it, there's a lot more detail in the gameplay actions in Sims 2 than there is in Sims 4. It's just my opinion. Make the bed, and then she can have a bubble bath. How's Sam doing? He probably needs a bath too. When he wakes up, he'll have a bath as well. I think we'll have a goal soon, which will be good. Look at him. He's so cute. I miss having a dog. I love my cat though. She's adorable. She's up in the corner. Oh, he's up. Okay, so she'll finish her bath soon and then I'll give him a wash. See what he's about to do. He might be going to the toilet. Hang on. Just gonna follow Sam for a sec. Yeah, he likes going in this one spot. Praise for peeing outside. Like a good little boy. And then have a bath. I love how she just walks straight past him. He's the cutest little thing. I was going to change his look, but the original Dalmatian look is the best. What are you scolding? No. You stupid woman. Did I hit scold or did I hit praise? Oh no. Anyways, we're giving him a bath. I'll finish this story. I like this story. Well, he didn't want that bath. Let's try that again. Let's wash Sam. So I have got the voices on the actual Sims turned right down, because when I played it, the voices kind of grated on my nerves a little bit. There we go. Now he's being a good boy. Wait, is Sam a boy? I don't know. I'm gonna say Sam's a boy. Hey, Milk, how are you? What's happening, my friend? I'm playing Sims Pet Stories today. I'm doing something different. Well, it's still Sims, but old Sims. I'm good, thanks. Sick. Kind of just chilling out today. It's my day off from work, so relaxing. It's The Sims Pet Stories, so it's a spin-off of The Sims 2. So you get goals and stuff you have to work towards, but it tells out a story at the same time. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. If you'll notice in the corner, that is my cat Luna. I thought it was appropriate to have a picture of her up today, because I am playing a pets game. I think we need to give Sam some loves. Sam needs some loves. Big belly rub. So yeah, we're currently playing the Best in Show. And yeah. If you do want to get older games, there is a place called Old Games Downloads. You can try it out. You can get some cool games on there, and they don't really cost much. I know, she's lovely, isn't she? Eventually gonna get a pet cam, so she'll sit there all the time. She's just currently chewing on a coat hanger. Okay, let's teach Sam to stay. Do you have any pet's milk? Oh, yay, we're getting a goal. We're getting a goal. I'm definitely going to need some help if we're going to pull this off. We don't have any of this equipment. I know I'll invite Amaya over. She'll know what to do. Okay, let's give Amaya a ring. So, Luna, my cat, she is still kitten, so she's not quite one yet. Alright. That's enough teaching that. Go call your friend. Yeah, one of my friend's cats got pregnant, and they were gonna send all the kittens to the pound. So I took them all and found 2 of them homes and kept her. So she's my little companion. We're inviting Amaya over. Yeah, I love her. How nice of you to invite me. I'll just gus you up and come right over. Oh wow. Do you live on a farm? That's a lot of pets. Where's Sam? Oh. There's Amaya, and she's got a friend with her. Who's this? Thomas. Let us greet everyone. Stop moving. You've got saltwater fish, like tropical fish, or? Really? That's terrible. Hi Alice, thanks for inviting me over. You remember Thomas, right? I saw him on the way over and he said he wanted to say hi. Thomas, I haven't seen you in such a long time. How have you been? Oh, I've been good. It has been a while, hasn't it? So how have you been? Not so good. Local dictator Diana DeBore threatened to take my house because I've been unable to pay the taxes on it. The only idea I've had to come up with the money is to enter the local dog show so Sam and I can win the prize money and pay off the bills. But it's so hard to train if you don't even have the equipment. 2,300 acres, that's huge! At least you wouldn't get bored. There'd be plenty to do. Do you have horses? Really? Well, I have just the thing. You two wait here. I'll be right back. let me just recycle this. I can't. Okay. Would you like to come in, Thomas? Absolutely. I think Thomas has a crush on Alice. I think Thomas has a big crush on Alice. Give Sam some more belly rubs. Where did Amaya go? She disappeared. This is the cutest little backyard. I love this animation, look at it. The tongue hanging out and everything. No. Let's have a treat. He's such a good boy. I'm just kind of ignoring Thomas. Oh well. Sam gets all the loves. Oh wait, she's back. Never mind. You have your own little petting zoo. Do you ride horses much? What did we get? An A-frame. Let's put that down. There. That's a good spot. Can I change the color? Oh, okay, no. It just stays that color. You've just placed an A-frame on your lot. The A-frame is one of many objects used in a dog show. A dog show consists of having your dog run a course that is various dog show objects, such as this A-frame. If you wish to do well at the dog show, you will need to practice to use the A-frame. Click on it and select Train Sam. Oh, fair enough. I'm allergic to horses, so I can't really go near them. Although I'd love to ride them one day. It's not much, it was out in the alley behind my house, but I thought of it the moment you said dog show. Maybe it can help you help give you a leg up on your training. Right, let's train Sam. So, did you talk to Thomas? I think he's got quite a crush on you. Oh, Amaya, a crush, really? I'm not altogether sure I should be thinking about relationships right now. Thank you for the gift, though. There's always time for a little romance, Alice. He really likes you. Anyway, I hope the gift helps you prepare for the show. Ooh, some romance. Ooh. Just joking. Listen, I got pretty grimy digging it out. I'm going to head home and shower, okay? Remember what I said about Thomas. I'll see you later. Okay, what goal? What's our goal? Bye. What do you want us to do? Oh, you go hunting a fair bit? What do you usually go hunting for? I've been pig chasing and rabbit roost shooting, but that's about it. Rabbit hunting and kangaroos and all that. I better get going too. You know, I bet Sam would get along great with my dog Lucy. How about we come over, say, tomorrow? Ooh, puppy playdate. That sounds like fun. We'll be here. Great, it's a date. Not between the dogs, not us. Not that I wouldn't want to go on a, I have to go. Yours is Sam. So Sam. Have a belly rub. And then let's do some training. See how much I can do. I absolutely love that animation. You're going to see it a lot during this game. So how about we show you that dumb judge from the park that you can run through this A-frame, Sam? You go. It's going to be trained on the A-frame, isn't it? Oh my god, it is. Squirrel, pig, rabbit, dove. Dove? Wait, doves? You shoot doves? Or is it a type of deer? Or a type of rabbit? Or is it just doves? Let's see how good Sam is on the A-frame. Not quite. Ooh, nearly. I had a dog who was really good at A-frames. She was real good at agility, actually. I used to take her to the dog park, and at the dog park they've got agility training stuff. So they've got like the poles and all that, the A-frame, the platforms, the high jumps and that. She was really good at it. She's the cattle dog cross kelpie. Because I moved into a he did it! Because I moved into a hotel, I had to find her a new home because she's a bit of a farm dog. So there's no backyard where I live for her, so I didn't want her to be stuck in a room all day and wreck everything. So she lives on a farm now and she's going really well. She's loving it. I get to see her every now and then, so it's great. We're going to train some more, Sam. You're going to get this perfect. I might have a solution to my cash problem. There is a regional dog show coming up, and if I can train Sam well enough in time, I might actually be able to win some money. If there's a category for destroying things, that would also help me out a lot. Okay, so we took our dog for a walk, and we needed to find a way to earn some money, so we read the paper. While reading the paper, we heard about a dog show. So we went to the park where the dog show sign-up was, and we signed up. I'm just doing a recap because I played a fair bit of this last night, and I don't know how to restart the game, so I'm just recapping for everyone. After that, this is where we're caught up to. Thomas and Amaya came around, gave us some training equipment, and we started training Sam for the dog show. Because the prize money is $120,000, and that's how much we owe in debt, so we can keep our house. I think that's got everyone caught up. Okay, she needs the toilet. Okay, so we can't train Sam anymore. We've done as much as we can. So let's send this little chicken to the toilet. Let's go use it. And then, what does Sam need? Sam is fine. How is his bowl? Still got food in it. Yeah, Sam's great. We're great friends with Sam. Sam is our best friend. That's usually what happens with pets. They become your best friends. Well, mine does at least. Okay. Sam, where are you? I'm gonna finish teaching you to stay in a second. Does she need anything else? No, she's pretty right. Alright, let's teach Sam to stay. That's not what I wanted you to do. Stay. Gotta train your pets. Pets need discipline. Otherwise, they get rowdy and start destroying. You start wrecking. It's a pretty funny way about going teaching your dog how to stay. And put your hand on the head. Oh, look, he's a good boy. Bless him. He did so well. Look at that. Should I get him a toy? Let's see. Let's get him a toy. What does pet stuff come under? Miscellaneous? Yes. That's cat toy. Are there other toys? I guess we go the squeaky one. Have a red bone. There we go. You might stop chewing the furniture now. Gets the squeaky toy. I used to buy my dog Disney toys. So there's this threaded ring with a Mickey Mouse plush on the end of it with a squeaker in it. So I'd be looking around for the dog and I'd listen for the squeaker. He'd walk out and he'd have the plush bit in his mouth and the ring bit hanging out. It looked funny. Don't get angry. That's not how you do it. He's nearly learned it. Look, he's only got a little bit left on the... Wow. So you're a bit of a fisher then. That's a lot. Did he learn to stay? That's a lot of fish. Does he know it? Yeah, he learned it. Woo! Okay. Is it just for fun or... I think she's making a salad. Me personally, I don't like salad. Just lettuce in general is gross. Although I like fruit salad. Wow. So do you mount them? Sockeye salmon. How many breeds of salmon are there? Oh no, never mind. You said snapper, not salmon. I love salmon. Salmon is amazing. When I get sushi, I usually get the salmon sushi and the salmon nigiri. I'll like bite a piece of the salmon off and give it to my cat as she goes ham on it. It's great. Wow, you have a really big family. 3, yeah, right. I have 2 sisters. Yeah. Nah, I thought you meant, salmon. That's a big family. Wait, you didn't finish your bath. What are you doing? Finish your bath and then go to bed. Don't go to bed smelly. Yeah, I absolutely love salmon. And raw tuna. Love raw tuna. Did he just piddle inside? Please tell me he didn't. Yep, he did. Why would you whittle inside? Not good, mate. Not good at all. Alright. Let's get her in a bath. And then get her to bed. And Sam's gonna eat after he got in trouble, so he's rewarding himself. Jesus. Yeah, I've only got 2 sisters. We're all a bit older now, so I don't really live at home anymore. So you've got 13 siblings. That is insane. Do you all get along, or? Okay, she's sleeping. Hopefully we get some more equipment so we can train Sam a bit better. Otherwise I'm going to take him to the park and he can learn. Oh, awesome. Are you the oldest, or one of the middles, or are you the youngest? Okay. He's cuddling up. He's so cute. Oh, really? Wow. Fair enough. You one of the middles, yeah. I don't get on as well with one of my sisters, but we're all pretty good. What are you eating? I think hopefully it's cereal, because she doesn't really need a lot to eat. Or is she making pancakes? Probably making pancakes. Making pancakes, making pancakes. And once you've done that, you can make your bed, and I think we'll finish the painting today, I guess, and sell it for some monies. What are your skills? Let's have a look. What skills she got? Oh wait, what? She's an Aries. Oh, that's alright though. Oh, she's very creative. She's max creative. Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. She made pancakes. Okay, she's kind of making me hungry. I really want pancakes now. I might go buy a thing of pancake batter and make some. Your oldest sister is 34. Oh, okay. So there's not like a massive age gap between everyone, right? Okay. Go and make your bed. We might take Sam for a walk after we put that away. Take for a walk. Come on, Sam, let's go. We're going on an adventure. Did you ever have that nursery rhyme or book about the bear? We're going on a bear hunt. Yeah, right. Your parents must be pretty young. Oh, fetch. This is the cutest game ever. One through and done. Don't believe so? Oh, okay. Okay, let's get her to take a bubble bath. Considering how many kids they've had, that's, she's still pretty young. Nah, good on them. Alright, so she's done that. Come on, Sam. We've been over this. Stop destroying stuff. Okay, let's finish this painting. Might be able to sell it for a bit. Oh, the doggy playdate's happening today. I forgot. No! Let me click on him. Don't be digging holes. Okay, now we gotta fill it in. Naughty little bugger. Don't tell me he's going back to finish the job. No! Oh my god! What the hell? And she just dumps the rubbish. Oh. Fair enough. Yay, you learned what to do it. Alright, let's fill in these holes. A little shit. This dog. Swear to God, it's a menace. It's cute, but it's a menace. There's one done. It's weird having a picture of my cat up. It just looks like she's staring at you, judging. Alright, rub its belly now. And let's call the plumber. Hopefully that will fix that. Service. I want to try and get at least this story finished, this stream, which would be great. And then next time I stream this, we'll stream the other game. All our plumbers are swapped right now, maybe try back tomorrow. No, not good enough. My house is flooding. This is classed as emergency work. Let's greet Thomas. Stop moving so I can click on you. Jesus. Wow. So, are you all pretty tall? He's gonna fix my sink. Like, I'm 5'1", so I'm pretty short. Let's continue this painting while we wait. Are they gonna play together? Are they gonna play together? They better. I need to see some doggy plays. Nope, you're just gonna chew on your stick. Okay. Wonder what I'm gonna do pancakes for now. Like I said, we're doing pancakes. Wow. So you guys are over model height. Lucky. My youngest sister's really tall. Like, it's weird now because, like, I'll go to talk to her and instead of looking down, I have to look up at her. Because she stands, like, I think she's 5'8". She's really tall. Oh, really? So you're the tallest? Okay, let's clean the... Bless his little cotton socks. He's mopping up too. Oh my goodness. What a legend. Fixes the sink and then cleans up. Not even a plumber does that. Get your friends like Thomas. Okay? Get you some friends like Thomas. Let's go play with Lucy. Lucy, let's play fetch. Stop your painting. We can finish that later. Got some work to do. We're playing. There's puppies. She brings it back. Awesome. Are you... You're really great with dogs. Oh, I almost forgot. I've had this large dog training contraption burning a hole in my pocket this whole time. You should use this to train Sam for the show. Ooh, he's giving us a gift. I should go. I have to get to work in a bit. Bye, Alice. Thanks for the doggy date. What did we get? I should find a place for this teeter-totter and then go get Sam to use it successfully. Wait, he had this in his pocket? In his pocket. This massive thing was in his pocket. You're joking, right? Here, let me just pull a teeter-totter out of my pocket. That's so unrealistic. Wow. Sam, you got a new toy. Train Sam. So you can't train Sam no more. He's gonna be the smartest boy ever. Let's see how he goes. Can you do it, buddy? Can you do it? Oh, she's giving a demonstration? Right. Come on, Sam, you can do it. It won't hurt you. Oh, I love that emote. It's adorable. Is it an owl? Or a gingerbread? What is it? It's cute. Another demonstration? She should just get up there and show him. Oh, nearly! You nearly got it. Come on, Sam, you can do it. Oh, so these are all the things they can learn. Whoa, whoa. No, almost. He'll get it one day. So close. That's a potato. Oh, okay. It's a cute potato. I watched the cutest anime before I started streaming today. It was weird, but it was really adorable. I forget what it was called, but like it was weird. I'm just trying to find out what it was called. 2 seconds. Didn't do it, Nilly. So they like it's a high school based one. No, it's not that. And each episode's like 3 minutes long. And yeah, they're in high school. Each episode's 3 minutes long, but oh, he's sitting down. Look at him. Sorry, I got distracted. How do I explain it? So it's a bunch of teenage boys, and they're all wife candidates for some non-human things, and it's wholesome weirdness. It's great. I loved it. I was sitting there watching it, going, "Oh, this is so cute." Like, I'll see if I can pull up a picture while this is paused on a recap. Let me go to my history. And I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. Like, I'm not going to show you the anime, but I'm going to show you what I mean. Where is it? Ah, Jingai-san no Yome. That's it. Okay. Alright, I'll show you what I mean. This. So it's weird. So like, they're in high school, so it's based on these kids. Okay? This one here, this one here, and this one here. And, these things, I think they're demons or something, I'm not quite sure. But they get to choose like a marriage candidate from this school, and they get chosen. And it's weird, but it's real wholesome. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, so they get married to these, and then they're like wives. See? They're wives of these things. So he's this one's partner, he's this one's partner, and he's this one's partner. Oh, and they're also... These are more human-like, so yeah. It's just really cute. I recommend it. They're like only 3-minute episodes, and there's 12 of them. But I just found it really adorable. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I can play Midnight Masquerade now. Sweet. Yeah, it's pretty much just goes about their daily lives of how they interact with each other and all this. And yeah. If I can find a short clip, I'll show you. I really enjoyed it. Didn't take long to finish either. Oh, can't train him anymore. He's learnt everything. Can he learn any more on the A-frame? Let's have a look. Let's give it a go. We'll do it once, see how it goes. But yeah. Yeah, it's really cute. Like, when I start a Discord server later on, I'll, do anime days, and we'll watch anime together and all that. It'll be good. Movie days, yeah. Bunch of fun. Let's clean his bowl and then we'll fill it. And then he can have some dinner. Have some spaghetti. And then let's finish this painting so we can get some money. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. I thought it was just really wholesome in a weird way. I like the weird animes though. Like, I'm not really into the mainstream ones. I think the most mainstream ones I've seen are Attack on Titan and Fairy Tail. Absolutely love Fairy Tail. That's probably one of my favorites. And Sailor Moon. But Pokemon too. They're pretty mainstream. But the rest are just, I watch a lot of weird stuff. Let's just put it that way. That's as best as I can explain it. It's just a lot of weird stuff. Yeah. I'm thinking in the next couple months I'll start creating my Discord server. It'd be good to chat outside of stream with everyone. You know, you don't have to hear my voice all the time. Be good. I'll watch back some of my streams, and I'll hear myself, and I'll be like, oh no, is that what I sound like? Wait, what's on the floor? Oh, that was a light. What's Sam doing? It's gone to eat. But yeah, I cringe at my own self. It's weird. Well, it's not weird, it's normal, but yeah. Because you know when you hear yourself, like when you're talking, and then you hear yourself in a video, it doesn't sound the same? Yeah. Thanks. But to me, I sound funny because I'm hearing myself back, and when I hear myself talking, I sound different to what's in the video. I don't know. I guess everyone gets that because you sound very different when you're talking. It's, yeah, especially like, you know when you call someone and it goes to voicemail and then you're saying the voicemail but you get yourself back. So you're talking like, you'll say something and you'll wait for it to talk back and then you... Yeah, like the squeaky voice. $410 for a painting. Sorry. Wow. We'll make more of those. Alright, let's get her to have a bath. And then she can have a sleep. There. Yeah, it's weird hearing yourself. Like, you sound fine to other people, but you yourself know you sound weird. Because it's not what you're used to hearing from yourself. Because with talking, you hear every vibration and everything, like, from yourself. But when you see it back in video, it's very different because you're hearing less of your own sounds, I guess. What's Sam doing now? What are you doing? Is you running? You're running. Now you're gonna destroy something, look. Piece of shit of a dog. Stopped himself butt, which is good. He's sort of learning. No, back into it. My cat Luna's asleep on a cat tree. So cute. Yeah, it gets real hot. So I heard England's going through like 40-degree weather at the moment. That's standard in Australia. That's a standard summer. And our sun, the rays in Australia are very different. So like, oh yeah, you'll go outside for like 2 minutes, you think you'll be fine? No. Sunscreen is super important. Like, because I am super pale and I've burned very easily. I'll go out in the sun for like 2 minutes. Next thing I know, I've got a massive burn. Yeah, so that's our normal summer. Their 40 degrees is our normal. Yeah. Yep. But we still get out and do stuff. So, like, when we complain about the cold, because right now it's pretty cold, there's a lot of wind and stuff because it's winter. But at the moment, our temperature... Do you go Celsius or Fahrenheit? Well, we're 12 degrees Celsius at the moment, and I find that very cold. I've literally got 2 heaters on so I can warm up. I'm about to go get in my hoodie. My big dressing gown hoodie. She's snoring. She's snoring. Yeah, so it's 12 degrees Celsius at the moment where I am. And I find it very cold. Anything under 22 degrees is cold for me because of how hot it gets in the summer. If this was real life and my dog kept doing that, I'd put it through obedience training. Like, I'd send it away for a couple weeks for it to learn not to do that kind of stuff. It's got a chewing bone right here, and yet it decides furniture's better. Although I do love winter. If we're back on the cold topic, I love winter because I faint a lot in summer because of the heat. So winter to me is great, but it's cold. But I'd rather be cold because I know I can warm up easier than I can cool down. That's my reasoning for liking winter. I know I can warm up better than I can cool down. Probably not the best reason to like winter, but yeah. I also like dressing up in layers. That's another reason why I like winter. A great white shark. I have when I lived on the beach, because where I lived, we were literally, you'd walk across the road and there's a salt lake, and then if you travel like 10 minutes, I don't know, I haven't actually been to Bondi, so I don't really like Sydney. I think it stinks, like it actually has a weird smell to it. All cities do, but I don't like going there. I've lived very rural, so I'm like out in the sticks, you could say. But yeah, when I lived on the beach, my house was literally across the road from a saltwater lake, and then you'd take a little boat, and 5 minutes you'd be at the beach, or less than 5 minutes, probably 2 minutes, because you travel across the lake, there's a sand bank, and then the beach. So yeah, we saw a lot of sharks, ate a lot of shark too, actually. Shark's really yummy, especially when you put it in a beer batter. It's delicious. It's kind of, I don't know, it's It's a different texture to fish. Like, it's more of a chicken-like texture, but fishy taste. I love shark. Shark's so good. Especially when you get like a flaky piece of shark. We don't get alligators in Australia. We get crocodiles. So I haven't had alligator. But I have had crocodile. That tastes like chicken. Yeah, alligators and crocodiles are a bit different, but I think they've got a similar taste. And we don't really get crocodiles down on the bottom half of Australia. So I live like New South Wales, Victoria area. So it's too cold for them down there. So they're more up like Northern Territory and the top of Queensland. Yeah, so they have a similar taste. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the south of Australia. I'm not up north. We get more snakes, I think. Snakes. I remember when I was younger, I went to have a shower, and my sister, because she used to love little frogs, and we get a lot of little green tree frogs everywhere. Well, she found a couple of baby ones and thought, oh yeah, like the really, really tiny ones. Oh yeah, I might just chuck those in the shower with my sister. So she did. And here's me, I'm like cowering up the back because I don't like frogs. In the shower, screaming, Mom! She's a little shithead. Sorry, that was way off topic, but I wanted to share that story. She used to torture me, that kid. What are you going to do if you can't torture your sister? Yeah. And I hate spiders. Like, my cat Luna, it's been the best thing ever since I've gotten her because she catches spiders. Like, they don't bother you that much, but if I see them, I freak out, and I really don't want to see them. So if there's like one up high where I can't reach, I'll literally grab her and I'll like kind of point her towards it and she'll grab it and eat it. Like spiders don't bother you, but still I don't like seeing them. Noisy belly rubs. I haven't been to New Zealand, no. Like, they're our neighbour, but the only overseas place I've been to is Japan. I would like to go to New Zealand one day. I want to do all the zip lines and see where the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit were shot. Or filmed. And I've heard it's really beautiful. What's she doing? Oh, they're playing fetch. There are koalas in Australia. You don't really see them that often unless you're looking for them. And even then, you really just go to a zoo if you want to see them. You see kangaroos, you see a lot. Like, kangaroos are everywhere. And emus. Oh yeah. Yeah, you see a lot of emus and kangaroos. You don't see them so much in the city. Like, because I live out in the bush, we see a lot more than like of the natural atmosphere than people in the city. And you can hunt kangaroos in Australia, but people in Sydney and Brisbane and all that thought kangaroos were going extinct. I literally looked out my backyard and I laughed, because where I used to live, we had a fair bit of land. There's literally 300 kangaroos right in my backyard. I was like, they're not going extinct. Wake up to yourself. But because they don't see them, they thought they were going extinct. I get a good chuckle from the news sometimes because a lot of it is reported from the city. So they don't really see a lot of the stuff that goes on out in the bush. So they don't actually really know. Yeah, it's stupid. It was one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. So kangaroos aren't going extinct, if you've heard that. There's that many, and they breed like rabbits. They're actually quite a pest, if I'm completely honest. I've never eaten them because when we've hunted them, every time they're full of worms, so I don't trust kangaroo meat. I've given it to my dog and they enjoyed it, but to actually eat it myself, no. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Yeah. So this big reds and the silver ones, they get huge. Like, have you seen that video of the fella who punched one because it had a hold of his dog? Yeah, I'm not touching it if it's full of worms, so I tend to stay away from kangaroo meat, because majority of them are full of worms. But yeah, have you seen that video that was going around? Yeah, well, if that kangaroo had gotten that dog around to the front, it would have ripped its guts open with its back legs. So that's why the fella punched it, to get the dog away. But that's a pretty big kangaroo, that one. But they do get bigger. Kangaroos are vicious. I don't care what anyone says. They're not cute. They're vicious. Yeah, I saw it when I was younger. Like, a kangaroo literally got one of my dogs by the scruff and ripped, with its back legs, ripped its guts out. And I didn't have a dog after that. It was gone. Killed it instantly. They're vicious. Like, they're not cute. They may look cute, but they're not. You don't want to get on the bad side of a kangaroo. That's all I'm going to say. Do we have a goal yet? No, nothing's come up. Yeah, I don't like kangaroos. I'll be completely honest, I don't like them. Them and emus. Like, have you seen the paw of a kangaroo? I'll bring up a picture. Yeah, I'll bring up a picture and you can see. I'll show you. So that's the front paw, but this is the back paw. So they're super strong because how they move around is they bounce and stuff. But that's a defense. The back paws. That's how they defend themselves from other kangaroos and predators and stuff. See? They use their back paws to... It's their defense mechanism. So if you look, they use their back paws a lot. They literally... That's how they defend themselves. So they thought my dog was a threat, which it wasn't. It just ran over because it was curious. And, yeah, gutted it. Yeah. See? Tail's flat on the ground. That's its balancing point. Gets its back legs up and that's it. That's how they fight and defend themselves, with their back legs. Yeah. So to begin with, yes. And then the dog kind of got in front, and then yeah, that was the end. So they look cute, but don't trust them. Like, they're evil. Probably. I haven't seen that personally, but it probably has happened. But yeah, those back legs are killer. Not all animals are dangerous in Australia, but kangaroos are dangerous. Like, people go, oh, they're so cute. No, they're not. No, they're not. Sam needs a bath. Yeah. So you only see the really good sides of kangaroos in the media and stuff. And about Australia, I'm guessing they show all these cute pictures, but no. They're one of our national animals, but they're very very dangerous. So you kind of steer clear of them when you if you ever come to Australia and you see them just hanging by the side of the road, don't go near it. Just continue driving. Don't pull up. Don't take pictures and all that, because it'll see you as a threat. They say you gotta watch out for snakes and stuff, but it's more magpies and kangaroos, really. Yeah. You see more kangaroos than you do snakes, and during mating season, magpies will swoop you. Look, my mum literally lost it. A magpie is a bird. So I'll show you that as well. They're quite evil during mating season. And they don't care. Like, this is a magpie. This is what they do during mating season. They literally swoop you. They're evil. Yes, they do get people on bikes a lot, but if you're just like walking around during this time, they're cool little birds. If you feed them and stuff during that time, they kind of leave you alone. But, yeah, they tend to go for bikers a lot. Just look up videos of,
I forget what this chick's name is, but what's her name? Yeah. See, like, that's magpies and stuff. They're not nice. That's what every Aussie's scared of more than bloody snakes. It's a magpie, especially during spring, which is when they start having babies and stuff. My mum ran across the paddock one time, and there was a magpie, and it got stuck in her hair, and she lost a bit of her ear from it. Because it got caught in her hair and ripped a bit of her ear out. I'm probably not making Australia like a nice experience to go to, but yes, we have a lot of dangerous animals, but so long as you don't bother them, they're pretty great. Yeah. That's kind of why I stay home. Especially during spring. The only reason I go out is if I have to work or I need groceries. But on that note, I'm going to be right back. I just need to use the bathroom, so give me like 5 minutes max. And I'm back. Thanks for waiting. We were talking about magpies, weren't we? Yeah. So magpies are super dangerous. I don't trust them at all. That and kangaroos. So yeah. But yeah. So what does Sam need? Sam needs a sleep. How's his training up? What's he think? What's that relationship mean? Hang on. Pack. You have bears. Have you had one come up to your house before? Did she just burp? Good on ya. As Shrek and Fiona say, better out than in. Let's fill the bowl. Really? Have you lost a few cats to bears? Like, are they the... What kind of bears? The big... Oh, really? I should go to the shopping centre today and pick up a magazine on dog training. I need every advantage I can get to beat Diana and keep my house. Okay, new goal. Let's go. Update, come on. I need to call a taxi so I can get to the shopping centre. Wow. They must have been pretty hungry. Have you ever been injured by... Have you ever been injured by one? They do it for fun. Really? Yeah, I hope you don't either. So where am I meant to go? Playground, Molly and Diana. Vista Strip Mall, that's what I want. Oh, the poor things. Do you ever decide to bring them, like, the cats inside? Behave yourself, Sam. I'll be back soon. That makes me so sad. Oh, the poor things. No wonder you see some cats attacking bears on the internet. Yeah, cool. So have you lost less since you've built the garage? Oh, you're kidding. She owns this place too? Seriously? Agreed, Alice, agreed. You're being a bit dramatic though. Come on, settle down. Stop. Oh well, I can't let that bother me. I need to find a good dog training magazine for Sam. Right, let's go look for one. I think here. That's magazines, isn't it? It is! I might buy a new outfit while we're here. Wow. Yeah, you said that earlier. That really sucks. Like, what's wrong with some people for them to do that? Okay, let's go buy some clothes. We want a new everyday outfit too. Aww. Did they try and find the owner of the cat, or did they just leave it there? Okay, I want a full outfit. When I was younger and The Sims 2 first came out, I always dressed my Sims in the pirate outfit. Assholes. That's terrible. Can you report stuff like that? Like, do you take the number plate down and report it to, I don't know, like a ranger or a sheriff or something? I mean, we could dress her up pretty flashy. She's already got that one at home. But we could give her the boots. No, that looks silly. Ooh, red looks good on her. Really? So there's no fine or anything for doing that? Ooh, I might get her that outfit. Let's add that to the cart. We'll get us some shirts and that too. That's terrible. I'm sorry, but that's cruel. In Australia, for stuff like that, there's a pretty hefty fine. I get that one. I like that one. And let's get some better pants too. Nah, not pink cargo. I don't know. I've got that denim skirt, but I don't really like it. That's terrible. We get a lot of baiters in Australia. Like, people will go around and put animal baits in people's backyards and kill their pets. That's happened to some of my pets before. But you report that stuff to the police, and the police usually sorts that out. They're kind of cool. Kind of like those jeans. Might get the darker ones. Add that to the cart. Remove this top though. And I'll get a different top. That's a bit booby. That's so cruel. What kind of person does that? You have to have serious mental issues to harm an animal. I'm sorry, but you do. There's no logical sense to hurt an animal unless it is hurting you first. Even then, you try and find a way so that you don't hurt the animal. Maybe just like a plain white shirt with jeans. Might be the way to go. Alright, I've decided. That's all I want. What are you doing here? Are you following me, you weirdo? Oh, Alice, hello. Yes, I swear he's following me, this fella. Thomas, hi, what are you doing here? I needed to find some books and get some other shopping done. I was planning on calling you later. I needed to pick up some things as well. Are you hungry? I haven't eaten yet and I'm starving. I could eat. I could actually eat in real life, but I feel like he's just... Is he stalking us? Because he seems to be everywhere we are. It's very weird. Well, let's go to the Somalian diner. I understand the food there is wonderful and it's not owned by Diana DeBore. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! If you had to choose out of these two options, would you want spaghetti bolognese or pancakes? We want to go to the Somalian diner. I'm trying to figure out which one I want more. I'm thinking spaghetti too. I might go get some mince after this so I can make some spag bowl. I love a good spaghetti bolognese. Let's go get some food. Let's go get some food. So I made my spaghetti bolognese once with pork mince, and I actually preferred it to the beef. I'm not gonna lie. It tasted nicer. Or I might do tacos or burritos. I don't know. I'm just hungry now. Yay, food! This was a good idea. I love this place, Alice. Alright, let's get a seat. So that we can get some food. I know. I don't know whether to get tacos or spaghetti now. Tacos sound delicious right now. Like right now. Right this second. Oh, we get a booth seat. Did he just jump? Did he just jump over us to get into that seat? Did you see that? He jumped, didn't he? Lucky he didn't kick us in the head. Okay, where's the waiter? There you are. Let's order for all. I would like. What do I want? These lime-seared prawns actually sound really delicious. Let's get those. I love a good prawn. Especially if you're like having a few drinks. Prawns are delicious. I love prawns. I can sit and literally eat a full 2 kilo bag of them in like one sitting. They're so good. I love prawns. And we've got these things called yabbies. And if you cook their tails, it's really yummy. You add like a little seasoning to it with a bit of chili, lemon juice, honey, bit of soy. It's good. It's delicious. What's it look like? What's the food look like? You gonna show me? I want to see the food. Oh, they do look good. That music's very loud. Hang on. Let me just turn the music down a little bit. Okay. They look delicious. I hope Sam hasn't destroyed anything at home. Big fingers crossed. That does sound really good. I used to love going to the bakery and getting like a fresh loaf of the freshly baked bread. Oh really? I've never made bread before. I'm not much of a cook. I just cook the basics. I'm a very basic eater. But I love going to the bakery and getting like their freshly baked bread in the morning when it's first ready. And getting a really nice butter and honey and just having bread and honey. It's great breakfast. Ooh, we got a toy. What do we get? We got the no. He keeps giving us stuff, this dude. Do you? See, I like cooking. I just don't like the cleaning up. That's my thing. I like cooking. If there was no such thing as cleaning and everything just magically cleaned itself, I would really love cooking. But I love eating. Don't get me wrong. I love food. I just hate cleaning. Oh, Thomas, you shouldn't have. I'm sure Sam will love it. I should really get going. I have a few things to do at home before I go to work. My boss doesn't tolerate me being late. Oh, really? So you would have learnt how to cook, like, really good food. My mum learnt from her gran how to cook, and my mum's an amazing cook. I love going home for food. Alright, I'll see you later, Thomas. Thanks again for the dog toy. I know Sam will really sink his teeth into it. What do you give us? Oh my god, we just bought him one. You're joking. Seriously? What a nice guy. Is he though? I feel like he's stalking us. Is he gonna let me go home? I've got to hurry home. I have a feeling Sam's left a surprise for me there. Okay, time to go home. What's your favourite thing to cook? Like your absolute favourite thing? I love making French toast. Oh, that's awesome. I make a really nice citrus tart and pumpkin pie. I think you like cooking salmon. What's your favorite way to make them? What's she doing? Stop. Stop trying to clean. You don't work there. I think she wants a job at the diner. Did she? I love good sushi. Absolutely love sushi. That's one of my favorite foods. If it wasn't so expensive, I'd eat sushi all the time. Like, what's your favorite way to cook the salmon? Like, what do you have with it? Pretty much both things in that question. What did Sam do? She's so worried. He had an accident. And he's destroying furniture. Of course he is. Oh, really? So she'd have a... I need to clean up this mess. Yes, you do. So what's... Did you sorry, what do you call it? Your grandma. Did your grandma teach you all, like, everything you know about cooking, or did you learn new things on the way? Okay, is that done? That's done. I can finally read this pet magazine and see if there are any special articles on training. Okay. So if I go to here, let's put the new toy out. That way he's got two, and he'll hopefully stop chewing on my everything else. And the magazine. Okay, let's read about training techniques. Nice. That sounds delicious. The special edition of Mutt Monthly is dedicated to taking you step by step through everything a professional dog trainer will experience at the SimCity Dog Show. Let's first take a look at what an example dog show might look like. Okay. Oh, it's actually taking us. Sweet. I love jerky. Do you know how to make it now? Welcome to the Mutt Monthly Dog Show Guide. You can leave this guide at any time by clicking on one of our magazines and selecting return, or you can use the phone and call a taxi to take you back home. The objective of the dog show is to achieve the highest possible score by sending your dog over or through every object in the shortest amount of time. The three most important parts of any dog show are the judge, the agility course, and the dog. The judge monitors all the events at the dog show and is the final hurdle between you and the coveted golden fire hydrant. And don't forget about the cash prize of 120,000 simoleons. And don't forget that's how much we owe the bank so we can keep our house. To let the judge know you have arrived, you need to click on the judge and select check in. Okay. I need to find someone where I live that makes really good jerky. Oh, nice. Yeah, I usually just buy the stuff from, like, Coles or Woolworths, but it's not the same as having it made. Like, it's your turn. When you're ready, click on the judge and select Start Show for Sam. Okay. Start Show for Sam. The white box on the ground is the starting line. Sam must be in the proper position in order to begin. Click on the starting line and select Get Sam into Start Position. There we go. Oh, really? The dog show scoreboard displays how much time you have left to finish the course, as well as your agility score. Each agility object you complete adds to your agility score. You will also be awarded bonus points depending on how quickly you complete the course. Press play to continue. Okay, let's get this started. So, oh, it's not going to let me do it yet. Right. Press play. You are now ready to earn your first dog show agility points. Click on the A-frame and select Command Sam to perform. Okay. I guess I've got to do it one at a time. Come on, Sam! Good boy. Here you can see your score for the A-frame. Notice it has been added to your agility score on the dog show scoreboard. Really? Like make your own liquor or... Dandelion wine. I've never had that. Finish the show. Yeah, nice. See, I know how to make up drinks. I just don't know how to create the actual alcohol, I guess. Really? Okay, let's head back and do some more training with Sam. Thank you for reading this special edition of Mutt Monthly. We here at Mutt Monthly wish you luck in your next show. I don't really like alcohol, if I'm completely honest. I don't know. I think it's just that feeling of the burning sensation. That I don't like it. I'm not a big drinker. Okay, so she's read it. Is it gonna let me teach Sam now? That was informative. I should be all set to start training Sam for the show tomorrow. Sweet! Train Sam. Get Sam used to it. Really? I love cooked pineapple. I don't mind pineapple on pizza. It's not my favorite, but it just adds juiciness to the actual pizza too. Like, I know people say, oh, it's disgusting, but is it though? Like, is it? Pineapple's delicious. You know that burning kind of tingling feeling you get when you eat fresh pineapple? I read this somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but that's just actually flesh-eating bacteria. So as you're eating the pineapple's eating you. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't like the feeling of being drunk, and I don't like the feeling of having a hangover. So I try not to drink. Even though drinking's like a big Australian culture, I don't like it. Yeah, flesh-eating enzymes in the pineapple. That's why your tongue and mouth kind of tingle and sting. It's because of that. Try not to eat too much pineapple. Go Sam. Go Sam. He's a legend, this dog. Even though he destroys stuff, he's still a legend. Had to go on a hunt after you. Oh, yeah. That's the worst. You know what my mum made me do? Because I was 12 when I got drunk the first time. And, because she used to clean caravan parks and stuff. She made me work the whole day. So I was cleaning toilets and everything, and I was, so sick. Broccoli on pizza. I've never had broccoli on pizza. I love broccoli though. It's good with a bit of cheese on it. I guess it'd be alright because you get like cheese, your sauce, bread. Yeah, that could be right. I might have to give it a go. Alright. Sam, come and train on this one. Until you can't train no more. Is it? I'll give it a go. I don't know if I want pizza now, actually. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about what my mum made me do when I was, got drunk the first time, because I was 12. She literally made me clean toilets and stuff. The next day. So I was sitting there trying to clean this toilet, trying not to vomit. Luckily I was near a toilet, but still. It was gross. Hated it. Because it was someone else's toilet. It wasn't our toilet. It was just disgusting. I don't care if you interrupt. It's alright. Just means I'm having a conversation. It's been good. I've really enjoyed this. Come on, Sam. You can do it in one fell swoop. You don't need to lay at the top. You got this. Come on, my boy. You got this. Come on. Yay! He did it! The chat is so long, yeah. It's just been you and I having a conversation the whole time. It's good. I hope I haven't been too boring. No, I like this kind of stuff. It's nice. It's a good way to get to know people. And I'm learning a lot too. I did do archery with my pop for a little bit, but oh, thanks. But I haven't shot a bow in a long time. Alright, what's time? Ooh, let's send her to bed. It's getting late. Let's sleep in pajamas. What does that mean? Oh, best friends, yes. Did you? Wow, congrats. I never competed, but I wasn't really good enough to compete. Like, when I say I did a little bit, I literally meant my pop would take me out with one of those foam targets. And I'd shoot that. It wasn't much at all. I would like to get back into it, though. I really enjoyed it. I think I went out like 3 or 4 times. I'm just gonna make this like this. That's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. My sport that I actually did was swimming. So I was a competitive swimmer. I went to state for it, I think. That's about as far as I went though. I really enjoyed swimming, but now I don't like it because I did it so much when I was younger. Let's clean Sam's bowl, fill it. And then you can use the toilet and take a bubble off. Oh, really? I just like the feeling of being underwater. Did he pedal inside? He did. Oh my goodness. The little shit. You do basketball and baseball. I don't really do any sports now. I think it's because I got pushed into it a lot as a kid. I just don't do it now. Blah, blah, blah. I think the most sport I do now is I play Ring Fit on the Switch. Which, mind you, is very hard. It's fun, but it's hard because I'm not a runner. She's a runner, she's a track star. Okay, so what's... No goals yet? I can't train Sam anymore. Oh, what I can do is actually teach them to... Let's do speak. When she's had a bath, we'll teach Sam to speak. Really? That'd be amazing. That'd be really nice. When I was in Japan, I wanted to go to the natural hot springs. Because there aren't really any in Australia, unless they've been made. But I would love to go to a natural hot spring. I think it'd be amazing. Oh, is he going to sleep? Nope. He's full of energy. Let's teach him to speak. It'd be like getting into a hot pool, wouldn't it? Do you go skinny dipping? Sorry, I had to ask. Because it's on your own land. Just jump in. Fair enough. Sorry, it was a weird question. If I had a hot spring where I lived and I owned it, it'd be great. That's all I'm saying. Training day. Dun dun dun. Let's recycle. Today is the day we get some serious work done. We need to train on this equipment in order to have any sort of chance at the competing in the show. Well, I mean, you asked me a pretty weird question the first time you came into my stream, so... I guess all's fair. Okay, Sam, let's get to work. But he's fully trained. I can't train him on it anymore. Yeah, fair enough. Oops, there's someone at the door. Who's at the door? Seriously. Does this fella... I swear he's a stalker. I'm sorry, but... Yeah. All's fair. Just ignoring him. Ah, that's very fair enough. Yep. Hi Thomas, what's up? Hi Alice, I was just on my way to work, but I wanted to drop off this high jump. It's a little old, but it should help you train Sam. Wow, thanks Thomas, this is great. We were just about to get started. He keeps giving me stuff. Remember Alice, don't tell anyone where you are getting this stuff, okay? You're suspicious, bro. Quit worrying, Thomas. It will be fine, I promise. I need to set up the high jump so that we can start training. Okay. Oh, this is cute. Put it there. Good boy, Sam. You got it. Good boy. Okay, well that didn't do anything. Practice teeter-totter. Nope, never mind, we're not doing a teeter-totter. We're doing the high jump. There we go. Yeah. I love funny stories. Oh, let's hear it. You can do it, Sam. You got this. Is she gonna demonstrate? But with fingers, rather. Because a dog understands fingers. Come on, Sam, you can do it. Yeah, when I was training the dog, I had to do this kind of stuff. I literally did it and showed her how to do it. Like, at the dog park, I was literally jumping over the high jumps, walking on the teeter-totter and all that to show her how to do it. She got it eventually, but I find that's the best way to do it. She liked to copy me a lot, so it worked out. You can do this, Sam. We'll get it so you're jumping and not sliding. Oh! Hey! Beautiful! No, we're training. He's gonna get it perfect, you watch. Can you do it? Come on. I wanna see. Yay! That was beautiful. He did it. Such a clever little bean. Oh my goodness. I started to train Sam for the dog show today, and Thomas gave me a dog show obstacle to help me out. Sam seemed a little more attentive to me than he usually is, so that magazine's advice seems to be paying off. I think we're as ready as can be for the show. Okay. Now let's go eat those pancakes she made. Oh, she didn't finish them. Okay, resume cooking. Oh, I'm so excited for food, you've got no idea. Sam's a bit hungry too. I think this lady's pancake obsessed because she keeps making pancakes. Oh, she burned them. Don't eat 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 them. Clean it up. Have some hamburgers. Have a hamburger. Ooh. I'm just gonna keep changing my mind on what I want. Every time I see a new food, I'm like, yep, that's what I want. No, it's not. I'm gonna have spaghetti bolognese. It's easy to make and it's delicious. She leveled up. Sweet. A feature I miss in The Sims 4 that The Sims 2 has was inviting the headmaster over to get your kid into private school. You can't do that in The Sims 4. They just go to school. Is there any cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle? Nope, it's just meat in a bun. Well, that's delicious. It's a very plain... Oh, it's because it's a hamburger. It's very plain. But you can have toppings on hamburgers, can't you? Yeah. Although then it'd just be classed as a burger, I guess. What's Sam doing? Oh, barking at people. That's alright. You do that, bro. Let's take Sam on a walk. Let's take her for a walk. Because she can't do anything else. I've got to wait for gold to come through. See the ghost of Diana. She wants that bitch dead. She must really hate her. I hope Sam liked that walk. Doesn't seem like long enough though. How long what is? Nothing came through. Okay, it's too early to go to bed yet, so go to the toilet. Maybe if you read that magazine again. Training techniques. She might be able to train Sam up a bit more. Well, I guess not. Training techniques. No, let's just try it. Yeah, nothing came through. I'm not sure. Are you cooking again? Seriously, you just ate. Did you send it through on the chat or did you send it through as a message? Like a DM sort of thing. Your sim is trying to get you to... I'm trying to send her to sleep. She decided to make some food. So maybe eat that first so it doesn't go gross. Yeah, no, nothing came through. Hang on, it might be my Streamlabs. Give me 2 secs. I'll just check online. I'll see if it came through that way. What? Ah, that's probably why I didn't see it. Hang on. Whoa. Wow. That's terrible. Sorry, I just read that. They did something stupid, so they cop the consequences, I guess. Okay. That's that's major. Like, did the fire spread pretty far, or was it contained pretty quickly? Like, she's nearly finished. Okay, she's going to bed now. Awesome. Sam, what are you doing? You better not be wrecking. Oh, he nearly did, but he stopped himself. Oh, that's good. So no one was hurt or anything, were they? Okay, let's speed this up. Yeah, so long as no one was hurt and Everything was fine. Like, was a fair bit burnt though. Oh. Oh, that's no good. Did they learn their lesson at least? Let's teach you to speak. He nearly had it before, just a little bit longer. See, that bar's nearly full. I remember once when I was younger, I went to a friend's house and we were playing Sims 2 together. I was really obsessed with like Sims University at that time. So we were playing that pack. And she decided to get a lighter and start lighting things on fire. And I thought it'd be a great idea. Because she'd been lighting matches and everything else. I thought it'd be a great idea to light a tissue on fire. Well, don't ever do that because it lights pretty quick. I literally chucked it in the bin and nearly burnt her house down. To be fair, she started it. And she was like, yeah, egging me on to do it. And then next minute, the bin's gone. But yeah, it's pretty scary. Things you do as a teenager. I felt terrible, mind you, but she was laughing, so I guess it was okay. The parents were fine with it too, because I didn't actually burn anything down, I just burnt the bin. But don't ever light a tissue on fire. That's my advice. What am I teaching him to do? Shake. Let's see how quickly he'll learn it. He's a good little boy, Sam. Just not when he's wrecking, he's not. He learned shake pretty quick. There's only 2 things left to learn, so let's do roll over, then play dead. I always wanted to have a dog that knew how to play dead. Sam needs a bath, but Sam needs to go to bed first. Okay, you can use that, then you can clean it. Clean that. Any of the counters need cleaning? Clean that one. Clean the oven. She's on a cleaning binge at the moment. Then make your bed. And then recycle the paper. I don't know how many more chapters I've got of this left either. Kind of wish they'd come through quicker. Like the goals and stuff. They take a while. Maybe I should get a painting a picture. Let's paint. Let's see what she's painting. Because she's got max creativity, so she should be... Ooh, dog shows today. Rolling in the flowers. Destroy them all. Sam, why are you rolling around in the flower beds? The show is today. Now I have to give you a bath. Okay. What's wrong with giving the dog a bath? Doesn't take long. Wash Sam. Good boy, Sam. I can't, now that I have a cat, it's very different to owning a dog, because I've always owned dogs. This is my first cat. And, washing her is very different to washing a dog. Like, I'll give her a bath, and then I'll try and trim her nails. She screams like a little kid. Serves him right. You don't go punching holes in walls. Okay, Sam's had a bath. Maybe you should have a bath yourself. Oh, she is. Well, not for very long. Is she good? Yeah, she's having a proper bath. That's what he gets for trying to show off. And then have some lunch and just have a sandwich. Like, it wasn't screaming per se, but you know that hissing meow cats get? It's like they're being murdered, but they're not. So I usually wrap her up in a towel and pull one paw out at a time to trim her nails. And she's constantly while I'm trying to trim the nails. I try not to do it too often because I live in a room and there's other rooms and other people live in those. So I don't want to disturb my neighbours. But yeah, she acts like she's being murdered when I go to trim her nails. It's funny. Like, I'll try to do it on stream one time so you can hear what she does. It's like she's being tortured, even though I'm just trimming her nails. See, my dog, when I had my dog, he was easy. His nails were easy to trim because he'd just pass me his paw and let me do it. Because he knew he got a treat afterwards. But she knows she gets treats afterwards, but she still carries on like a pork chop. Is he okay? Like, was he alright? The cat? Yeah, cats act like you're murdering them. Even though you're just trying to maintain their, maintain their claws. Okay, we're off to the dog show. Whoop whoop. I want to have another dog. I miss my dog. Oh, did it? There's this thing you can get. You put it over their head. It's it covers their ears and stuff, and they kind of calm down when you're giving them a bath. But it's still the nails that gets her every time. So while she's having this bath, she's got this thing over her head, and you can just see the face. And she gets the most sourest look on her face. It's like, what are you doing to me, woman? She gets the full-on cranky cat face. Really? What'd you do to the dog? What happened for the dog to do that? Where am I supposed to go? I think it's the show park. I guess so. We'll go to the show park. I think that's it. I know. I don't like it when it's directed at me, but when they do it towards something that they're very concerned about, it's great. And when they get like the zoomies and they get the really big eyes and the ears come back, that's also amazing. Like when it's that time of day, Luna gets like she does the zoomies, and then she'll jump onto the back of the lounge, claws in the lounge, head back, and she's just looking at you. Okay, we're here. Alright, I'm just gonna go for a quick break. I will be right back. I just need to get a drink and go to the toilet. I will see you in a moment. And I'm back. Sorry. Oh, it's because you took its toy away from him. That's my guess. Okay, so we have to check in, but it's kind of rude when there's already a performance going on. Let's watch this dog. See how you do. Meat grinder. What a name. Don't tell me it's a pit bull as well. That's terrible. And over the A-frame. Yeah, it thought you were attacking its toy, taking its toy from him. Okay, let's check in. A sheepdog
Oh, okay. I didn't mean that dog. I meant meat grinder. I think it's a pit bull. I love pit bulls. I grew up with pit bulls. Like, I literally had staffies all the time. I'm getting off the course. Don't worry. No, the dog I meant when I said a pit bull was... Where is it? This dog. This one here. This one. Yeah, they're the best. They're the sweetest little dogs. Let's watch this dog. See how he does. Or she does. Oop. Oop. That's points deducted. Oh. Has a lay down. Woo. Nope. Points deducted. You did that one flawlessly. My favorite dog breed of all time is the King Charles Cavalier. I always wanted one. It's my absolute favorite dog. Does that mean it's our turn now? Did we get to go? Oh? What happened? Sweet. Australian Shepherd. They're very, very active. Are you gonna call me? Is it my turn? Can I go? I also love chihuahuas. Like, my mum has chihuahuas and they're the sweetest little things. They get a bad name, but they're the sweetest little dogs. Is it gonna let me go? Oh, I have to call Thomas first. Right. So that's why nothing was happening. Because I wasn't doing what the goal wanted me to do. Hi, you've reached Thomas's answering machine. I'm not home right now, so try calling again later. Thanks. If this is Alice, good luck. Sam, let's go! You can do this, buddy. Can't rub your belly at the moment. I'll give you belly rubs when you've done this course. Oh, really? I love chihuahuas. They're super sweet. Come on, Sam, you can do it. Flawless, look at you go. Perfect. Come on. Now over the A-frame, let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. 862. Remember that score.
I love how she goes and sits on the red chair. Alright, let's watch Diana DeBore's dog. And of course it's a bloody poodle. Of course it's a poodle. Oh really? I definitely recommend Chihuahuas as pets. They're really sweet and they're really loyal as well. Also, Fox Terriers. Did we do better? What'd they get? 906? Fuck off. No. No way. Oh. No. Uh-oh. Why isn't... No one's stopping it either. Squeaky toy or something. Distraction. Make them stop. Oh, the Doberman one. Bruno, Carter, and Meat Grinder are immediately disqualified for fighting with another contestant. Fair enough. Our first place winner is once again Diana DeBore's poodle, Precious. Due to recent events, the second place winner is newcomer Alice Whitt's Dalmatian, Sam. Both dogs will proceed to the Sim City finals. Congratulations. We made it. We did it. Woohoo! Look, Sam, we qualified for the SimCity finals. We also won the 500 simoleons for second place, and you get this nifty auto-filling dog bowl. Sweet. Oh, go away, you stupid bitch. Well, young lady, I guess you'll be losing that house to me after all. There is absolutely no way your pitiful little rag of a dog will beat my Precious. I want to punch you in the face. Perhaps you have reconsidered my offer to purchase your house after all. Dalmatians, they can be aggressive. It just depends on how you raise them, really. Like any dog. Depends on how you raise any dog is how they're going to be. Don't bet on it, Diana. We're going to be the best in show at the finals, and I will keep my house. We will see, dear. By the way, I've decided to fire your friend Thomas. I know what he's been doing for you, and I find it absolutely unacceptable. I suppose I'll be evicting him as well. Perhaps you can live in the street together. Ooh, you're a little... Ugh. I've never hated a character so much. Yeah, with the aggression thing, it's like with any dog or cat or anything. It's how you raise them. See, pit bulls classed as aggressive, but if you raise them right, they're the sweetest little dogs, so. Let's head home. Oh look, now they're playing. they literally just had a full-on brawl and now they're playing. Okay, let's send these chickens home because she's got some needs I need to attend to. Wait, where's Sam? Why can't I click on Sam? Did he head home? Oh, now they're fighting again. Yeah. Same with kids too. It depends on how you raise them is how they grow up. See, my cat Luna, I got her from a friend, and their cat's really aggressive towards people. But Luna's super sweet, like she'll cuddle up to anyone. So she didn't really take after her parents. She sometimes bites my fingers, but then she'll lick it to say sorry. Luna, get down. Get down. No, get down. Sorry, she was trying to attack the fish. Yeah, I used to hate taking my dog on walks when I had him, because a lot of dogs where I live just roam the streets. Like their owners just let them go wherever they want, and they're not on a lead or anything. And a lot of them are really big dogs, so because my dog was really tiny, I'd freak out, and I'd have to pick him up constantly. So I always just used to take him to the dog park because it was safer, because it's an enclosed area. Take a bubble bath, have some dinner, have some spaghetti, and then has his food, fine, and then you can go to... No, we'll see the new dog bowl. That's cool. Look at that. That's a nifty little dog bowl. Look at that one. And then let's delete that one and get some money for it. Oh, sorry about earlier too. Yeah, my cat was trying to attack my fish. I swear my fish has post-traumatic stress because of the cat. I have a fighting fish. His name's Diablo. He's a cool little dude. Yeah, it's the same here. Like, they just go wherever they want, and I freak out because I don't want my pet to be hurt because of negligent owners. Because that's all it is. It's people not looking after their pets right. I walked down to my car the other day, and because the cars get parked, the bins are like on a line against the wall, in a line against the wall of the building. I literally was going to my car, and then this big dog was going through the bins. Like, no owner, no anyone. And then just stopped as soon as it saw me and started, like, you know that stance they get when they're either about to attack or something? Yeah, it did that to me, and I kind of freaked out and ran to my car. But we get a lot of those kinds of dogs. It's quite scary. I don't like it. Ugh, this place is gross. She needs to clean it. Eat your spaghetti. The way of the poor. I've seen this old guy around before. I wonder what he's doing here. She's tired though. I should go find out what this old fellow wants. Yeah, 100%. Okay, before she goes to sleep, let's go greet Otis. Mm. Is that from hunting accidents and stuff, or? Ouch! How'd you manage that? Oh, not the pinky. Ooh. I was walking my dog one time, and I had one of those chain leads, and my nail got caught in it and literally ripped the nail off, like my full pinky. All the nerves were exposed and everything. It was so painful, I literally sat down and vomited. I guess she's too tired. I'll send her to bed and then I will talk to that fella. You came at the wrong time. It's literally 3 a.m, mate. Who shows up to someone's house at 3 a.m? Where is he? There he is. Go greet him. You feel a bit better now, so it's fine. Hello, can I help you? No, but we can help you. That would be scary. We've been watching you and we can assist you in your dilemma. What? How can you help me? Why have you been watching me? Jake and I are very well acquainted with Diana DeBore. You see, Jake was the reigning SimCity Dog Show champion 4 years ago, until Diana and her pet Mop Precious were able to beat us because of a technicality. A technicality? It's not letting me click anything. Let's just say that Diana took issues with my form of motivation and had the judges deduct points for my unorthodox style. When you become one with the dog, you become the dog. You will be able to communicate on a plane few ever achieve. Imagine that. Imagine being able to actually talk to your pet. That'd be awesome. Like, and them responding and you can understand it. I would love that. I would love to know what my cat's thinking sometimes. I would like to learn how to communicate better with Sam. He has been so out of control, I don't know what to do. Oh, ow. Are you okay? Learn the way of the poor. Let's do this. Then do as I do. I love that she's in her pajamas. Alright, Otis. Cutscene. So we're doing some yoga to become one with the dog, righto. Because that makes sense. This is some contortionist stuff. Look at that! I wish. Is that how you become one with a dog? Just dropping the newspaper off. Okay, what happens now? I hope Sam is ready for this new technique. Give Sam advanced training, okay? Give advanced obedience training. Oh, sweet! Oh, ow! You've been through the wars, haven't you? Ouch! Child, I think that you're finally ready for this gift. It's beautiful. I should put this somewhere in the house. That looks nice. What did he give us? Ooh, that is nice. Where am I going to put it? Ooh, I know. On here. On the dresser. Nope. It's not going to let me put it there. On the coffee table? Look at that. That's cool. I want one. What's going on, Sam? Now that you are trained, the knowledge you possess must be treasured. It is only through this technique that we can truly understand our dogs. Hey, Milk, you need to start doing yoga so that you can understand your dog better. According to the Sims Pet Stories. Use it for good. I promise, Otis, I will. Thank you. Okay, let's go do some training. Come on, Sam. You need to be at 100%. 100%, I tell you. Oh, seriously? Wow. I remember once we had these little Pee-wee 50 motorbikes, and I was heading down this steep decline, or incline, whatever you want to call it, and the place we were at where I was riding recently did some renovations, and didn't tell us. And there's a barbed wire fence, like, and you couldn't stop. So here's me just going down, not realizing there's this barbed wire fence. And I've nearly run into it. Because on the other side of the barbed wire fence was a cliff. From where they dug it out. So, that's my scary story. Probably not as exciting, but yeah. I nearly died. This other time too, I was on another motorbike and I went up the double jump, and after the double jump there's a boom. I've completely missed the boom and gone smack bang into this massive gum tree and bruised all my spleen and massive internal bruising. It was a lot of fun too. And then another time, my sister had never ridden a bike before. So, and she's like only 6 or 7. So we're out at my uncle's farm, and we're going to we're getting on the quad bike, and I had to go open the gate, and I'm getting back on the bike, and Mum's like, "Oh, why don't you drive the bike?" Talking to my sister. Next thing you know, I've said, I'm not ready. My sister's full on pressed her thumb right into the, like, full throttle. The bike's gone up on its behind, like two back wheels, doing a wheelie for like 10 meters. I've come off the back, and the ground is gravel and full of those little bindi burrs, like the real sharp ones and cathead burrs, all the way through my back. Like I had gravel and all that in it for weeks. And because we weren't meant to be on the quad bikes, my uncle didn't want us using them. My mum didn't tell him, so I had to walk around like nothing was wrong. Didn't even go to the hospital or anything for it. I spent like, it was agony. I couldn't do anything. Sam's gonna be a pro at this by the time we're done. But yeah, motorbikes. They're fun if you can ride them, but when you have that terrible fall, they're not so much fun. Yeah. I think I've still got scars on my back from it. He's nearly mastered it. Can he do tricks on him? Look at him go. He's flying. Oh, he's so good. Okay, next thing is the teeter-totter. We're just going to get him to 100 on all of them. And then I'll look after their needs. Gotta get to 100 before we do anything. He's so smart. Look at him. Oh no! You didn't do it on your face, did ya? No, please tell me you didn't do it on your face. Those pressure washers are dangerous. Ow! No, really? Well, you learnt from that, didn't you? Like, was there a hose attached to the pressure washer? Could you have pulled the nozzle off or something? Ow, that sounds painful. My friend, when she was younger, she warmed up, like, boiled some water in a microwave. And the microwave, because she's really short, she couldn't quite reach the microwave properly. So she's tried to grab this bowl of boiling water out of the microwave, and she's fumbled with it, and it's gone straight on her face. She, like, got 3rd-degree burns from it. Ugh. Did it leave a scar? I love how we're talking about painful stories. This is great. Did it leave like a scar at all? Ugh. Ouch. That's all I have to say for that. Ow. Okay, I I think I'm going to end stream. I'll find someone to raid. We'll go into like The Sims or something. And yeah, I'll play the rest of this story again on another stream. But I'm going to save it here. And switch to intermission. But yeah, that sounds painful as. Did you not think it was sharp, or like, did it not cross your mind that it was sharp? Oh. Wow, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, let's test it. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Alright, I found someone to raid, so let's raid them and wish them a great stream. Let's do a raid channel. Alright. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Milk, and anyone else that has joined. I appreciate it. If you did enjoy my content, please do feel free to follow. I stream every Monday, Thursday and Sunday, so 3 days a week at 3 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. But let's raid this channel. Never mind, let's start that again. Glitched. And I will see you on the next one. Okay. Bye.